There once was a man who wasn't a man at all, but a walrus, and his name was Walrein. And the rumor has it he managed to find a way to outstall life itself. And this is his story. And this story was completely random and it made no sense, but I shall digress. And my name is Spade, and this is a Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. And this match was against someone by the name of Elite Meat. It rhymes, it's a cool name. But anyways, as you may know, in the rarely used tier, Hail is currently being suspect tested, or I'm not sure if it's at the moment or is it already over. But some days ago, when it was, I did some matches, and I made myself a Hail team with Snower. It's awesome. It's basically a death fodder, just like Vulpix in UU, long time ago. But it's Snower, and you can use it to set up Hail, and then sack it. That is basically what you got going on with that. But I showcased this team on Pokemon Showdown, and yeah, I did some Wi-Fi battles with it as well. And this team is really defensive, and the main thing I basically wanted to try out is the Walrein, because it hasn't really gotten any love, because the Hail has been banned to BL, but now it's being tested, so I was like, hey, let's make a Hail team. Use good old Stallrein there, and then throw some other guys there. I got, my main way to dish out some damage is the Nidoqueen, which is Modest, Sheer Force, Life Orb, kinda Nidoqueen. It also has Blizzard, so it goes well in Hail. And then I got Sigilyph, which is there to set up. And it's also nice having the Magic Guard. I won't be taking the Hail damage. And then I got Specially Defensive Clefable, and then Sandslash as a Rapid Spinner, Stealth Rocker. But anyways, for this match, I lead with Snower, obviously, to set up the Hail and then just go from there. He leads with the Pharaoh Seed, so I'm gonna go straight into my Nidoqueen. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna set up some sort of hazard, and he does go for the Stealth Rocks, and now I'm gonna just basically force him out, fearing the Fire-type move. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna switch out, so I just kind of go from the middle, and I go for the Blizzard, because if he does stay in, then I could just hit him really hard with the Blizzard, because it's in the Hail, it's not gonna miss, and it's gonna deal out some solid damage to anything that he has basically on his team. And he does go in his Cresselia, and I still do a lot of damage, even though Cresselia is pretty much like the best counter there is to Nidoqueen in the RU tier. But now...
Wait a minute, what is happening here? Why is everything moving so slowly? What in the world is this? Oh no, it must be. It is Stallrein.
So here he is, Walrein, Stallrein, whatever you want to call him. History knows him by many names, but throughout time, one thing hasn't changed. When there is hail, there is pain, brought to you by Walrein. And now it begins, the Stallfest between Cresselia and Walrein. But this is not a problem to our good old Walrein here, because we toxic the Cresselia, and first off, in the hail, he's only gonna be recovering 25% with the Moonlight, because of the hail that cuts, you know, the recovery of the move in question. But anyways, he realizes that he can't do anything, so he's gonna switch out into Quagsire. But what is our Quagsire going to be doing here? A bulky water, the derpy kind of bulky water. He can go for the EQ, but because I got that's the thing. This Walrein isn't even running max HP, max defense. It is pretty close to, but not quite. But still, he's not gonna be able to break my sub with one hit. So, I'm just gonna toxic him, then smack him with the Blizzard. Blizzard is actually probably not the best move on the Walrein, because it has low power points, or PP, especially against things like Spiritomb here. So I don't really want to hit it with the Blizzard, because it's going to be wasting my power points way too fast. But since we don't see leftovers, and since he goes for the Shadow Sneak, I'm pretty sure he's Choice Banded. But even with the Choice Band, he's not going to be breaking my sub. His only move that he could go for was Pursuit or Shadow Sneak, and those have really low base powers. So yeah, I just went for the Toxic. I'm just gonna keep on protecting and subbing and doing all the shenanigans that Walrein does. And here, in comes Quagsire again, just gonna protect. I guess he could have gone for the recover, but that only would have moved the inevitable. And so I take him out with the Blizzard, and now in goes Pharaoh Seed. I cannot Toxic him, but I can go for Blizzards, and he shouldn't be able to break my sub. And I do end up getting a critical hit. I guess it kind of mattered, because here he does reveal that he does have Seed Bomb, and he does get a crit here, so I'm like, damn, I was kind of thinking maybe my sub can still live, although it is a stab and super effective move. And Seed Bomb is actually a good move on Pharaoh Seed, just because there are things like Crawdons that otherwise are able to just completely set up on the Pharaoh Seed if it doesn't have a grass type stab. So yeah, there's that. But now since Hail has kind of taken his stall, I'm just gonna do some protect stalling here in the Hail and sub protect shenanigans, and he's actually gonna go down this turn. I was really hoping to get a sub in the end, but he does just play offensively. But now in comes the freaking Scolipede. It has superpower, which I totally didn't see coming, but does it matter to stall rain? No, it doesn't, because even after the super effective superpower from this super worm, he's not gonna be able to kill me, and I can even set up a sub on him. And yeah, now in comes Spiritomb after the defense and attack drop. He doesn't want to stay in. He's gonna switch straight back into Spiritomb, and I'm just gonna continue my shenanigans and keep recovering my HP in the Hail with the Ice Body and the leftovers. And there are way too many after turn effects in this match. That is why I decided to stall it out, speed it up by times million, because there is so much stalling here, and he doesn't seem to have any kind of way to deal with the good old stall rain here. He's gonna go back into Cresselia, which is already toxic, and it doesn't matter what he does, because unlike with the Pharaoh Seed earlier, which was slower than me, obviously, with a Pokemon that is faster than stall rain, I can just variate between substitute and protect, and no matter what he does, unless he has like a multi-hitting move like you know, like Chinchino with Skill Link, Rock Blast or something like that, he's not gonna get out of this situation. I am always going to end up with a free sub, because whenever he breaks my sub, I can just go for a new sub, and then I will end up having a sub. It doesn't matter if he's gonna start Calm Minding, because then on the following turn I can just protect. Even if he's gonna Calm Mind on my protects, it doesn't matter, because whenever he breaks my sub, I am going to set up a new sub. And that is how it goes. And I think on this turn the Cresselia should be going down. Yes, because of the Hail nullifying his leftovers. That's gonna speed up the process, and down goes the Cresselia. And now in comes the Spiritomb, and I went for the Toxic just because I was kind of running semi-low on protect and sub, so I just decided to go for it once, and then I'm gonna protect, because then he's Choice Bandit, not with leftovers or anything. The Hail coupled with the Toxic is actually going to take him out in 2 turns, just like that. And now in comes the Worm, and Walrein is gonna troll him and get the freaking freeze with the Blizzard. But then again, as you saw how much the first one did, and you also saw how little the superpower did earlier. On the following turn, I could have just set up a sub and then protected and done the same thing that I did with Cresselia, and then ended up being with a sub in the end against this Moltres. Although I guess he may have then ended up taking me out. Maybe, because he does break my sub with the Air Slash. But here he does reveal, I do believe. No, it's not. It's on the following turn. He keeps going for the Air Slash, but now he reveals that he does have a hidden power Grass or Electric. Most likely Grass. That is what they usually carry. And it does like about half. So if he was hitting me with Rock Slides, I might have been around half, and he would have been able to take me out. Maybe. But then again, I would have still had my whole entire team. But because of that freeze, I guess kinda, I can actually just take this Moltres out, stall him out, hit him with the Blizzard, and that will be the horrible game that was stalled out by a Walrein. That is Walrein for you in action. Gotta say, I had a lot of fun finally using this thing, because it's not that good in like OU, or, well, you can't even use it in UU because there's no Hail. But now at the moment it is being tested. I'm not really sure on the results, so if you do happen to know something, leave a comment. But I guess as a question of the day, what are your thoughts of Hail in the RU tier? Do you think it's broken? Do you think it's overpowered? Do you think it should stay, or just be left alone? Should the RU tier be left alone without Hail? Is it too over-centralizing? I did kind of ask this in the Showdown video as well, but I might as well do the same question here, since it's a Wi-Fi battle. So leave your thoughts about Hail and Aru, and also I'm not really sure what's the situation. Is the Hail being tested in the NU? Because at least there was like a suspect test ladder in the showdown for Hail and Aru, but there wasn't one in NU, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. And I guess it would make sense if the Hail would also... Wait, I guess it's already allowed in the UU, isn't it? I think that's the case. Leave a comment. I think it is. But I guess if somebody can confirm that, I guess you are free to leave a comment on that. Because, you know, there was the whole complex ban with the Snowcloak and the Sandrail, and I think around that time, Hail was also allowed in the UU tier. But anyways, I'm rambling at this point. Leave all sorts of comments about Hail, and on this Saturday, if the world doesn't end, like it's not going to, unless Walrein is going to stall out the time of the end and stall out the time itself and end the world like that, we are going to have a next Wi-Fi battle on Saturday, and it's actually a really good battle. I decided to save that for Saturday. It is with the same team, but it was definitely more interesting. In this battle, I just wanted to showcase Walrein because I really wanted to use it, and in this case, as you just saw, it did some work. It did what it's supposed to do. It kind of outstalled everything. Oh man, it is so disgusting that I just love it. It's been so long. Even though it's disgusting, I've missed Walrein. It was good times in the Gen 4 long time ago, and now in the RU tier, it's definitely better than in the higher tiers. Walrein still doesn't have a place, but in the lower tiers especially, it can do some work like that. But anyways, now I'm rambling, so I'm just going to end. And thank you for watching, and until next time, this is TheFlamingSpade signing out. Peace.